on Sunday afternoon announcing he was back in the United States, that partially because of an upcoming promotional tour for Jordan Brand that will take him to New York, Chicago, and finally here in Los Angeles on August 3rd, which is a significant date. Put an asterisk there because we'll come back to that. But first, I want you to check out the cover of Men's Health that just dropped this morning, The Dawn, looking svelte. He heard the doubters, and he's been putting in work, putting the rest of the league on notice. He looks a little tan, too. He's been out in the sun. We love to see it. Look at who we have here. Hall of Famer Mark Spears, our NBA reporter covering all things Lakers, David McMenamin, and I am Christine Williamson filling in for Malika Andrews. The cover, Luka Doncic. He looks good.
He looks amazing. Super amazing.
Yeah.
I think when we think about this 10 years from now, there's things that happen in life, and I think you guys can attest to this, where you say, it all worked out.
Yeah.
It all worked out. And while it did, and Dave knows, cost him some money.
That's right.
I think 10 years from now, Luka's going to say it did work out for the better. I mean, when you look at this transformation, a Mavs fan, maybe Nico is like, well, why didn't he do that with us?
Right.
Well, all of a sudden, he's looking like this. So I think this trade ended up with the teasing, the hate, the social media stuff, and inspired him.
Yeah.
And it ended up pushing him to get in this amazing weight that I think is not only going to make him an MVP candidate next season, it's going to make him have longevity in his career, keep him around longer. Like, look how significantly different that looks. And, you know, that's kind of the elephant in the room is like, you got to be accountable for what you were, but also love where you are. So I think this, again, there's some vitriol that won't leave from Dallas, but I think 10 years from now, they're probably like, you know what, thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me a better me.
Yeah, I think Luka says that. I think Mavs fans still have a lot of questions.
Well, they got Cooper, so it all worked out for them.
Yeah, maybe.
And except
TBD.
for the rest of the league should be mad. Not them.
That's true. Okay, so Dave, I mentioned that August date. Is with the Lakers this season, is the expectation for Luka to sign the extension?
Yes, certainly. I mean, the Lakers, I'm told, are excited about the opportunity that sits in front of them, that they can put ink to paper to have Luka Doncic, this skinny Luka Doncic, become the new face of the franchise moving forward, whether that be for 3 years and he can become a free agent after 10 years of service in the league and, you know, really get a big contract at that point. It'd be $300+ million and be making close to $1 million per game. Or the Lakers will be able to offer him, coming this Saturday, August 2nd, in the neighborhood of 4 years, $229 million. And that could just be too big of a number to pass up rather than trying to recoup more money down the line. It's a major opportunity. And listen, this is the first time in Luka's career he has gone to Europe in the offseason, then come back to the States. But to me, is a very significant decision by him, not just to promote Jordan Brand, of course,
something to sign,
but to end the trip in Los Angeles, where we're all expecting him to make a major commitment.
Yeah, it could be the exclamation point on the end of his trip. What kind of year do you expect out of Luka this season, Mark?
Destroyer, angry, MVP candidate. You know, there was this 42-inch vertical thing. I don't know about all that, you know, but I think he's going to be more bouncy, taking the ball to the hole. We've seen angry Luka, but angry Luka in this kind of shape, like how dangerous a superhero can that be?
Yeah.
And think about it, the way he has transformed his body. It was the discipline, right? Cutting out gluten.
Yeah.
Low sugar, intermittent fasting.
Low-cal dancing.
Low-cal dancing. A lot of protein, and maybe the most significant part about me, for me reading this story, was that he put basketball aside for about a month, and it was all body work.
Yeah.
And in the past, kind of for the Lakers coaches and even Mavericks coaches to try to motivate him to work out, was they needed to gamify it. They had to involve competition in basketball.
Yeah.
This was like, I'll take out all the competition. I'm just going to focus solely on getting my body to a good place, you know, lower inflammation with these dietary decisions. And there's going to be plenty of basketball on the back end, and I'll be better equipped for it. So to me, that was a more mature approach for Doncic.
Okay, but the biggest question for me is, it was such a quick turnaround for him to make this change. Why could they not do this for him in Dallas? That's the biggest question.
I think he has to answer that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and that's perhaps a big part of why he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I think for Dallas too, like, while you heard a lot of negative things, there probably is a lot of stuff that they're not saying. There's stories that I've heard that they're not saying. But ultimately, he has to be accountable. And he may not have been accountable with his words, but he's accountable with his body.
Yeah.
Because he made the change.
Yeah, yeah.
You inspire me, bro.
I know, you inspire us all. I'm cutting out gluten and sugar, 250 milligrams of protein. I'm going to work on that this summer. Okay, so Luka, of course, is not the only Laker grinding this offseason. LeBron James is back from vacation and let everyone know he's back in the lab. 4:49 a.m. in LA. Quote, let's get it. You're 23. Coming soon. So, Dave, there have been some doubts cast on LeBron's buy-in towards the Lakers this season. What does this post tell you about what LeBron is doing?
He's extremely motivated for the opportunity in front of him. Kind of the last national conversation we had about LeBron was where's his head's at, because Rich Paul issued a statement to Shams Charania when LeBron opted into the 23rd year of his contract, and it was, well, we better have this team be very competitive, or, you know, LeBron recognizes he only has so much time left in his career and will prioritize finding a winning situation. He's doing what he needs to do in order to make LA be a winning situation next year. He was working out with Chris Johnson, the trainer, with Tyrese Maxey today. You know, that's, you know, another young, motivated guy who you get in the gym with Tyrese Maxey, you better get your stuff together. You can't go look like a 40-year-old guy. He'll blow right by you. And so this is a very good sign, a very good day for the Lakers, quite frankly. You have Luka Doncic wanting to prove to the world that it's not just Sasquatch videos that we've seen from overseas. Like, you can see me in the States looking skinny Luka, and we have LeBron following suit saying, I'm going to be right there with you just as motivated.
And these are things that Kobe Bryant did, right? Kevin Garnett, I remember going to watch him work out at 7 a.m. in the morning in Las Vegas on a Labor Day weekend. Like, who does that? Kevin Garnett does that. And he wanted to be there at 5 a.m. They wouldn't let him into 6 because it was a holiday weekend. And I remember seeing him work out, and another guy didn't come in till like 7:30. It was Corey Maggette. And Garnett said, I asked him, why are you here so early? He said, I want to be the first person to put my feet in the sand. And LeBron is doing that. And perhaps, which, hey, might have been part of the timing, I'm sure he saw those Luka pictures before we did,
He's like,
right?
I'm
Like,
up
okay,
too.
if he's coming in shape and ready like that, not that he wasn't doing it anyway. He's been doing it, but I mean, 420 tells me you're excited. I have no question that this man is not going to work out. He's got the $1 million plan around him every year. But to get up at 4:20,
4 in the morning is crazy.
You're excited.
Yeah.
You're ready. You're ready for next.
I don't think it was 4:20.
It was 4:49. I think he was getting to the gym at 5 a.m.
That's a different type of excitement at 4:20.
4:40 is that's
it's too early. It's too early for me. I'm not working out that
I ain't waking up to 7.
Okay, fair.
That's a little ridiculous. Okay. Eventually, Luka will head back to Europe because FIBA Eurobasket 2025 starts in 30 days. Big news this morning that Nikola Jokic will officially be added to Serbia's roster as well, making them the favorites for the upcoming tournament. So here's a look at the odds according to ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Serbia is still looking for its first Eurobasket title as an independent country, followed closely by Germany and France. Giannis and Greece have 9-1 odds, and Luka and Slovenia are at 12-1. But we have to go back to the Joker, because even if Serbia wins, I am not sure he'd be as happy as he was this weekend. This weekend, back in his home of Serbia, Nikola Jokic's horse, Demon Deles, which we think translates to Demon of the East, won a harness racing title, and the Joker let his emotions go like we've literally never seen. Lifting up the cart and the driver, there were champagne showers for literally everybody. You can see it there. Very emotional. Like, sir. But the poor jockey's probably like, bro, put me down. Mark, what does his reaction tell you?
Man, it looked like he's at City Park. I mean, this ain't the Breeders' Cup, right? This is, I've been there. It's not
look
that.
Look at him when he won the finals.
Like, I mean, but look, when he won the finals, it was in 5 games. So perhaps that was a reason why he wasn't as emotional. Although I did hear that he was like, what, I got to stay for a parade. I'm ready to get back to my horses. So it's okay to have other inspirations. You know, I like vinyl and wine.
Okay.
So
you cry.
I'm happy for him. I cry when I get a good bottle of Cardinal.
Okay.
I think this is just great, like work-life balance, right? Like he's going to be playing more basketball pretty soon for Eurobasket, but go make sure that you're enjoying your life, enjoying the fruits of your labor, and that can refresh you mentally, physically, everything.
That horse must have had really bad odds, right, to be.
He's that emotional. Okay, but this is how I look at it. I see, like, you loved your mom and you loved your husband I'm saying I don't have one, but you know what I mean. You love different people differently.
I don't think any of us.
So you're right. So when you think about it, it's like if your kid were to win something versus you yourself. So that's how I see Joker's reaction.
I like that.
Isn't that a good? That's a good comparison.
analogy.
Yeah.
Okay.